class we started our unit 2 lesson from history on the trail of the earliest people. From this unit, first we discussed what were the reasons the early men moved one place to another. There were several reasons. I hope that you understood what were the reasons. Then the places they lived in our subcontinent. Then we discussed what type of places they select. Then what you mean by sites and habitation, come factory, etc. Factory sites, etc. Okay. Today we already discussed about what were the tools they used. They used the tools made of stones. On the basis of stone tools used of stone tools, the ages were divided into Paleolithic age, Mesolithic age, and the Neolithic age. Okay, here we will discuss making stone tools. Making stone tools. We already learned the early men used stone as their tools. What type of stones they use? On the basis of types of tools or the modification of tools, the ages of stones were divided into Paleolithic age, Mesolithic age, or Microlithic age. The last one, Neolithic age. Okay. The early man in the period of Paleolithic age, he used stone like itself. In the Microlithic or Mesolithic age, he made some modifications and they used small tools. Then, in the Neolithic age, he used the Paleolithic or the early men used the polished stone. In each stages, he progressed in gradual. Here we can see making stone tools. How the early men made stone tools. There were two techniques to make tools. One is stone on stone. Stone on stone. One technique was stone on stone. Second was pressure flaking. Second was pressure flaking. Okay, to make the first one is stone on stone. Here you can see the picture. The first technique is stone on stone. How was they made stone tools? First one, stone on stone. First, one hand we can see the stone which is made to be stone. The other hand, it was held in one hand and it was used as a hammer. In the left hand, the stone made to be two. The other hand, the stone was used as a hammer. For what? To shape that stone. The stone was strike of flakes from the first. Till the shape was obtained, the hammer was used. Okay. Then the second, pressure flaking. The second technique to make a stone tool was pressure flaking. How can, on the basis of pressure flaking, how can they made a stone tools? Look, pressure flaking. Here the core was placed on a surface. On that stone, a bone or another stone was placed on the stone, and they used pressure for flaking that stone. That is pressure flaking. Okay, here are two techniques for made stone tools. One is stone on stone and the second is pressure flaking. Okay, then another important light. Second, to roast meat. To roast meat. Then scare away animals. Scare away animals. The invention of fire and wheel are the most important factor of development of human beings. You all know in the invention of wheel and fire are most important factors. The early men used fire as light. Second, to roast meat. After the invention of fire, he used the fire for cooking food, especially meat. So he used the fire to meat to roast, then scare away animals. Okay. What do we use fire today? We all know today what were the uses of, what are the uses of fire. Okay. Then a changing environment. Environment also change by time to time. Changing environment. Changing environment. We all know we can when we observe in early times we can see less population. Less population is for what are the reason? Then we increase the medical facilities. In the modern period, we can see no one is died because of the reason for birth or any other reason. We can save all child from any problem. So, in the changing environment, around 12,000 years ago, climate is changing day by day. Like that, in 12,000 years ago, there were major changes in the climate. What were the major climatic change? During that time, the grass growing increasingly than in the earlier period. 12,000 years ago, there were so many changes in the climate with a shift to relatively warm condition. നമ്മൾ പണ്ട് പഠിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട് ഭൂമി പണ്ട് എന്തായിരുന്നു ഒരു തണുത്ത ഗോളമായിരുന്നു അല്ലേ കണ്ടിന്യൂസ് മഴയും വെയിൽ വെച്ച് ചൂടൊക്കെ ഏറ്റിട്ടാണ് അവിടെ എന്തുണ്ടായത് പ്ലാന്റ്സ് ഒക്കെ ഗ്രോ ചെയ്തെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞത് കേട്ടിട്ടുണ്ട് അതുപോലെ 12,000 years ago here also changed climate and shift to warm climate. They get warm or hot climate. In many areas this led to the development of grassland. With the development of grassland, many herbivorous animals stayed there. Herbivorous animals like which are the herbivorous animals? The animals that eat only plants are called herbivorous animals. As a part of growing grassland, the herbivorous animals like deer, antelope, and sheep, cattle, etc. are stayed there. In the previous class, we learned about the main reason of moving on place to another place by early men was moving of animals from one place to another. What was the reason for moving of animals from one place to another? They move in search of the grasslands. As a part of growing grasslands, the animals stayed there and the earliest human beings stayed there. Then what did they do? They keenly observed the surroundings and what are the reasons for these animals stayed there. From the observation, he could understand the grasslands. With the growing of grasslands, we can stay animals here. After studying that, the human beings started to grow more grasslands and they studied how the animals herded. So he started to rear animals. Okay. Then another important factor, how could he cultivate? Like he observed the animals, he also observed how the grains got and how wheat, barley and other grains grow and cultivation. By collecting roots, seeds, etc., he started cultivation and he studied how which month the particular crop cultivate, which crop the particular crop harvest, and which crop which season the particular crop harvest. Okay, from that observation he studied all well and he started cultivation also. Okay, in changing environment 12,000 years ago, growing as a part of growing grasslands, the animals like sheep, goat, cattle, etc. stayed there. So he studied how can rearing animals. Okay, after that how can cultivate, wheat, barley, etc. they started, men and women started agriculture. Okay, then here rock painting and what they tell us. The next topic, rock painting. Rock painting. Rock painting and what they tell us. What they tell us. Rock painting or caves painting. We all know the early humans lived in caves. As a part, he lived in caves. On the walls of rock, he started to paint. What the paintings tell us? Many of the caves in these early people lived have painting on the walls. In the luxurious time, what will we do? Some of them are painting. Started to painting, some of them are collection of some different items, then some of them are reading, then some of them are playing, or some of them are started to find new things, etc. Like that, the luxurious time they use for painting their walls. What type of painting we can see from that case? Look, some of the best examples from Madhya Pradesh and southern Uttar Pradesh. These paintings show wild animals drawn with great accuracy and skill. അന്നത്തെ കാലത്ത് അവർക്ക് എന്തേ പരിചയമുള്ളൂ, അവരുടെ ചുറ്റുവട്ടമുള്ള എൻവയോൺമെന്റും അനിമൽസിനെ കുറിച്ച് മാത്രമേ അവർക്ക് അറിയത്തുള്ളൂ. ഇന്ന് നമ്മൾ പെയിന്റിങ് ഒരു ഫ്ലാറ്റ് വരച്ചു. ഫ്ലാറ്റ് വരച്ചത് എന്തുകൊണ്ടാണ്? ഇന്നത്തെ കുട്ടി ഫ്ലാറ്റ് കണ്ടിട്ടുണ്ട് അല്ലേ? അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യുന്നു, ഒരു ബ്യൂട്ടിഫുൾ ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു ഓർണമെന്റ്സ് വരയ്ക്കുന്നു, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എന്ത് ചെയ്യുന്നു, ഒരു കാറ് വരയ്ക്കുന്നു. എന്താ കാര്യം? നമ്മൾ കണ്ടിട്ടുള്ള സാധനങ്ങളെല്ലാം നമുക്ക് വരയ്ക്കാൻ പറ്റും. During that time, early man only familiarized wild animals and his surroundings. So most of the painting shows about animals, wild animals and his forest. Okay, so what did rock paintings? Rock painting tell us about wild animals and his surroundings. You can see cave paintings in Madhya Pradesh and southern Uttar Pradesh. Okay, എവിടെയൊക്കെയാണ് ഈ കേവ്സ് പെയിന്റിങ്സ്, ഇന്ത്യൻ സബ്കോണ്ടിനെന്റ് എവിടെയൊക്കെയാണ് ഏർലിയസ്റ്റ് പീപ്പിളിന്റെ കേവ്സ് പെയിന്റിംഗ് കാണാൻ പറ്റുന്നത്? മധ്യപ്രദേശിലും സാധേൺ ഉത്തർപ്രദേശിലുമുള്ള കേവ്സുകൾ, ഗുഹകളിലാണ് നമുക്ക് എന്ത് കാണാൻ കഴിയുക? ഈ ടൈപ്പ് പെയിന്റിങ്സ് കാണാൻ കഴിയും. പെയിന്റിങ്സ് എന്താണ് പറയുന്നത്? അന്നത്തെ കാലത്തെ വൈൽഡ് അനിമൽസിനെ എങ്ങനെയാണ് ഹണ്ട് ചെയ്തത്, അവർ ഏതൊക്കെ അനിമൽസിനെയാണ് കഴിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളത് എന്നതിനെ കുറിച്ചൊക്കെയാണ് ആ പെയിന്റിങ്സ് നമുക്ക് കാണാൻ കഴിയും. ഓക്കെ, then who did what? Who did what? Here we have seen that earliest people hunted, gathered, plant produced, made stone tools and painted tables. Okay, till this time we studied they moved from one place to another. During that time they lived as hunters and gatherers, and they hunted wild animals, and they made stone tools and used fire, then paintings. Is there any way of finding out whether women hunted or men made stone tools, whether women painted or men gathered fruits and nuts? At present we don't really know. സ്ത്രീകളാണോ അത് ചെയ്ത്? Who did what? ആരൊക്കെ എന്തൊക്കെ ചെയ്തു? സ്ത്രീകളുടെ ജോലി എന്തായിരുന്നു? പുരുഷന്മാരുടെ ജോലി എന്തായിരുന്നു? ഇപ്പോഴൊക്കെയാണ് നമുക്ക് വർക്ക് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്ത് കൊടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. Is it? Here our mother do the kitchen work and father go outside for job. But during that period, we could not understand men or women did that particular work. Who gathered food, men or women, or who painted on the walls, or who collect food items. Okay, it is. Is there any way? Okay, here we can understand men, both the men and women do all activities together. But when we observe today, we can understand work is divided between men and women. From the where did we get information about that? We get the information from archaeologists. Then എന്താണ് ചില പ്രത്യേക ജോബ്സ് ആർക്കൊക്കെ കൊടുത്തിരുന്നുള്ളൂ? ഇപ്പം നമുക്കറിയാം കുട്ടികളെ പ്രസവിച്ച് വളർത്തുന്ന ജോലി ആർക്കാണ്? അമ്മയ്ക്ക് മാത്രമായിരുന്നു അന്ന്, അല്ലേ? അന്നേ സ്ത്രീകളുടെ ജോബാണ്. ഇങ്ങനെയുള്ള ജോലികളിൽ മാത്രം എന്ത് ചെയ്തിരുന്നു? ചില സ്പെഷ്യാലിറ്റീസ് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ബാക്കി എല്ലാ ജോലികളും they did together. So it is impossible to tell who did that particular work. Okay. Then in this box we can see ostriches in India. Ostriches were found in India during the Paleolithic period. How can we understand, or how did the information about ostriches in Indian subcontinent? Here, large quantities of ostrich egg shells found at Patna in Maharashtra. Then designs were engraved on some pieces, while beads were also made out of them. And what do you think the beads could have been used for? What are the uses of beads during that time? They made ornaments or any other crafts made with the beads during that time. Then another question, where do we find ostriches today? Today we can find ostriches in which places? Find out. Okay. Then a close outlook Hansky. Where is Hansky? A closer outlook Hansky. Where was Hansky? The map to we can see Hansky here. Okay, it is also a Paleolithic site. In this site, what was the special feature of Hansky? Here, Hansky, a number of early Paleolithic sites we can see in Hansky. What do you mean by Paleolithic sites? Okay, when I told about Paleolithic site, you should understand what do you mean by Paleolithic age. Paleolithic site, the old Stone Age area. The old Stone Age. Stone Age was divided into three: Old Stone Age, Medieval Stone Age, and Modern Stone Age or New Stone Age. In the Paleolithic sites, we can see many Paleolithic sites in Hansky. At some sites, a large number of tools used for source of activities were found. We can see several sites, factory sites, and habitation from factory sites we can see in Hansky. Okay. When we discussed about Hansky, what were the important features of Hansky? It was a Paleolithic site. Then they used stone tools. Then they were made stone tools also. They have factory sites and habitation factory sites also. Okay. Then in some of the other small sites, there is evidence to suggest that the tools were made. Some of these sites were closer to springs. Most tools were made from limestone, which was locally available. In this site, which stone was locally available? Limestone. With this limestone, they made so many stone tools. Okay. here, if the question is like write any three features of Hansky, what will be your answer? Hansky is a Paleolithic site. They use several stone tools and several habitation factory existed there. Then locally available stone was limestone. With the limestone, they made several stone tools. Okay. Then okay, when we discussed about rock paintings in southern Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh, we can see the rock paintings drew by the people, earliest people lived during Paleolithic period. Like that, here in this picture, we can see find France. In France, the painting below is from a cave in France. So first you find France in your atlas. Then observe this painting. This site was discovered by 4 school children. More than 100 years ago, 4 school children found this cave painting. Then paintings like this was made between 20 or 10,000 years ago. This painting was drawn before 20,000 years ago. It was only on the basis of speculation only. We cannot say how many years properly. Then many of these were of animals. We all know early men only familiar with the wild animals and his surrounding. So his source of painting was only animals. Like that, the early people of France also painted on the picture of animals, and the pictures of, we can see the pictures of wild horses, aurochs. Aurochs means a wild form of cattle. Then bison, woolly rhinoceros, reindeer and bear painted in the bright colors. When we keenly observe the picture, we can understand which were the animals. Then these colors were made from minerals like iron and charcoal. Then to paint or color that picture, where did they get the colors? They use iron or charcoal for coloring these pictures. Then it is possible that these paintings were done on ceremonial occasion. Why did when we observe this picture, sometimes it is used for ceremonial occasion. Sometimes or perhaps they were made for special rituals performed by the earliest people in search of before searching of prey, or before go to hunting animals. They celebrated some occasions. During that time, they painted such type of paintings. It was the speculation only done by archaeologists. Only speculations. We cannot properly understand is it true or false. Okay, it is observed by archaeologists. ആർക്കിയോളജിസ്റ്റ് പറയുന്നത് ഇങ്ങനെ ആയിരിക്കും എന്ന സ്പെക്കുലേഷൻ്റെ അടിസ്ഥാനത്തിൽ മാത്രമേ നമുക്ക് എന്ത് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുള്ളൂ, ഹിസ്റ്ററി പറയാൻ പറ്റുള്ളൂ, ഊഹാബോധത്തിൻ്റെ അടിസ്ഥാനത്തിൽ. സോ ഇറ്റ് ടെൽസ് അബൌട്ട് 20,000 years or 10,000 years. 10,000 വർഷങ്ങൾക്ക് മുമ്പോ 20,000 വർഷങ്ങൾക്ക് മുമ്പോ മരച്ചത്രയും പഴക്കമുണ്ട് എന്ന് നമുക്ക് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ പറ്റത്തുള്ളൂ. പ്രോപ്പർ 1920 ഒക്ടോബർ 5 ഇങ്ങനൊന്നും ഒരു ഡേറ്റ് പറയാനായിട്ട് ആർക്കിയോളജിസ്റ്റിന് പറ്റത്തില്ല, എസ്പെഷ്യലി ഇൻ ദ കേസ് ഓഫ് പാലിയോലിത്തിക് മെൻ. അപ്പോൾ ഇപ്പോഴത്തെ ആൾക്കാരുടെ കാര്യമാണെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് കൃത്യമായിട്ട് എന്ത് ചെയ്യാം, മോഡേൺ പീരീഡിലാണെങ്കിൽ ഡേറ്റ് ഉൾപ്പെടെ പറയാം. ചരിത്രാതീത കാലത്തിൽ മനുഷ്യനെ കുറിച്ച് യാതൊരു റിപ്പോർട്ട്സും എന്ത് ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ല, സൂക്ഷിച്ചിട്ടില്ല. കാരണം എങ്ങനെയുള്ള ആളായിരുന്നു, they were cultureless like animals. Then we finished our second unit. We discussed in this chapter what are the reasons early men move one place to another. There were 4-5 reasons we discussed in our last class. What were the reasons? The reasons were when wild animals or the from one place to another, the early man also moved from one place to another in search of that animals, because his main occupation was hunting. As a hunting, he need special skills like full presence of mind, keen observation, etc. As a gather, then another important reason, when a place, their crops, fruits, nuts, etc. were completed, in search of another place, he moved from one place to another to search another grasslands. Then another important reason he moved from one place to another was to meet their relatives. Okay. Then another important reason. With the shortage of water, in search of water, he wanted to move one place to another. Okay, these are the important reasons early men move from one place to another. Then we learn. How do we know about these people? How do we know prehistoric period? We know only from archaeologists about early men. But the modern world or medieval world, we can get information about historians also. Historians, writers, archaeologists, etc. But in prehistoric period, we get information only through archaeologists only. From the archaeologists studied how much years old the particular thing, and how many years the particular thing exists, and what were the things used by early men. Only these things can provided by archaeologists only. Okay, so we can get information about that people was archaeologists. What information we get about early people? What the information? The food they used, then the tools they used, etc. were given by archaeologists. On the basis of information given by archaeologists, we understood that they use tools made of stone and bones. What type of stones they used? On the basis of uses of stone, the period was divided into, prehistoric period was divided into Paleolithic age, Mesolithic age and Neolithic age. The Paleolithic age people used the stone as modification. In the period of Mesolithic age, people used stone tools with much modification. They use small tools shaped like small tools. We discussed how can shape stone tools, or there were two techniques to make stone tools. That one is stone on stone and pressure flaking. Through these techniques, they made or shaped stone tools. After Mesolithic age, in Neolithic age, in the human beings or the early men used polished stone tools. Then we discuss what were the places, what type of places they choose for living. What type of places? They use stone tools. So where they get better stones to make tools, that place was they selected to choose to live. So as a part of selecting tools, they also settled here. So the places they get stones are called sites, and the places they made tools are factory sites, and places where they used to make tools and they used as their habitation was known as habitation cum factory sites. Okay. Then we discuss making stone tools. We discussed two techniques to make stone tools. One is stone on stone and pressure flaking. What were the uses of fire? The early men used fire as light, then roasted meat, and then they used fire for scare away animals. Then we discussed changing environment. 2000 years ago, a certain amount of change in the environment, that is, they got warm climate also. As a part of warm climate, they observe the growing of grasslands. As a part of growing grasslands, many herbivorous animals stayed there. So they observe the living conditions of that animals, and they studied about rearing animals. And as a part of growing grasslands, he studied about cultivation. Then men and women started cultivation of wheat, barley, etc. Okay. Then the importance of rock paintings. In the case of Indian subcontinent, in Maharashtra, in Madhya Pradesh and southern Uttar Pradesh, we can see cave paintings during the Paleolithic age. What are the important factor of that painting? One of the most important factor, all paintings were related to wild animals and his surroundings. Okay. Then who did what? During that period, there were no differences in men and women. All works done by men and women together. Some particular work is given by especially in men and women. Then Hansky, the characteristics of Hansky. It was a main important site in Paleolithic age. Then here we can see paintings and number of tools. The archaeologists found that here number of by making stone tools. Then several habitation cum factory also existed here. Then some of the other smaller site evidence suggests that the tools were made. Some of the sites were closer to springs also. Then most tools were made from limestone. So local stones in Hansky was limestone. They used to make tools with the limestone. Here texture work. Here complete the sentences. Here complete the sentence. First question. Hunter-gatherers choose to live in caves and rock shelters because for what reason they used caves for living. They also make stone tools. Okay. Stone tools. Then grasslands developed around dash years ago. We discussed now we discuss how many years ago grasslands developed. 12,000 years ago. Okay. Next question. Early people painted on the dash of walls of caves. Early people painted on the walls of caves. Then in Hansky, tools were made of Hansky. We discussed 5 minutes ago which stone they used to make tools. The next question. Look at the present day political map of the subcontinent of page 136. The 136 map is given. Find out the states where Bhimbetka, Hansky and Kurnool are located. What are the importance of Bhimbetka, Kurnool caves and Hansky? They were Paleolithic sites. Find out from the Indian subcontinent. Here in the page of 136. This is that page. From this page, you find out where Bhimbetka, Kurnool caves and Hansky. Also give where is Kurnool, Hansky and Bhimbetka. ഇവിടെ ഈ മൂന്നെണ്ണം പാലിയോലിത്തിക് സൈറ്റ്സ് ഇവിടെ കൊടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. അത് ഏത് സ്റ്റേറ്റ്സിലാണെന്ന് ലാസ്റ്റ് എഴുതണം. ഓക്കെ. Then ഇനി തുഷാറിൻ്റെ ട്രെയിൻ യാത്രയിലൂടെയാണല്ലോ നമ്മൾ ചാപ്റ്റർ തുടങ്ങിയത്. തുഷാറിൻ്റെ ഈ ട്രെയിൻ ഏതെങ്കിലും സൈസിലൂടെ കടന്നു പോയിട്ടുണ്ട്. എന്തായിരുന്നു സ്റ്റാർട്ടിങ്ങിൽ തുഷാറിൻ്റെ അങ്കിൾ പറഞ്ഞ എന്തായിരുന്നു? തുഷാർ വാസ് ഗോയിങ് ഫ്രം ഡൽഹി ടു ചെന്നൈ. ഡൽഹി ടു ചെന്നൈ എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ ഏതുണ്ടായിരുന്നു? ഹിയർ ഹൻസ്കി ഇസ് നിയർ. തുഷാർ പോകുന്ന വഴിക്ക് എന്തുണ്ട്? ഹൻസ്കി എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് സൈസ് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. Then why did the hunter-gatherers travel from place to place? There were 5 reasons the hunter-gatherers moved from one place to another. You all know what were the reasons. First reason, they moved from one place to another in search of animals. They wanted to hunt. Then they searched food items from one place to another. Then they wanted to meet their relatives. The last one, the water shortage. When they faced water shortage, they also moved from one place to another. These 4 reasons the early people moved one place to another. Then, what tools you use today for cutting fruit? During the early men, they used stone. But today we use knives. Then, what type of tools we use for cutting fruit? Usually we use knives. Okay. What would they be made of? The knives are made of iron. Then list 3 ways in which hunter-gatherers use fire. എന്തൊക്കെ കാര്യത്തിനായിരുന്നു hunter-gatherers fire യൂസ് ചെയ്തിരുന്നത്? They use fire as light. First one, they use fire as light. Then they use fire to roast meat. The last one, they use fire to scare away animals. Okay. Then make 2 columns in your notebook. In the left hand column, list the food hunter-gatherers ate. നിങ്ങളുടെ എയും ബിയും എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് 2 കോളം എഴുതിയിട്ട് ഒരു കോളത്തിൽ hunter-gatherers എന്ത് ഫുഡ് ഐറ്റംസ് ആണ് അന്നത്തെ കാലത്ത് യൂസ് ചെയ്തിരുന്നത്. Then the right column list some of the foods you eat. നമ്മൾ പച്ചയായിട്ടുള്ള ഇറച്ചി കഴിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടോ? ഇല്ല. അപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ റോ മീറ്റ് എഴുതുമ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യണം? കുക്ക്ഡ് മീറ്റ്. അങ്ങനെ കമ്പയർ ചെയ്ത് ചെയ്യണം, 2 കോളത്തിൽ എഴുതണം. Then do you notice any similarities and differences? Similarities ഉണ്ട്, differences ഉണ്ട്. The early men used meat, we also use meat. But the difference is they ate that meat in raw, but we eat meat by cooking. Then all food items we can compare with the early men with the today's life. Next question. If you had a natural pebble like the one shown on page 13, what would you use it for? Here, this is a picture. Early humans made, this is a technique, early men made tools with the stone. What would you use it for? നമ്മളത് എന്തിനെങ്കിലും യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ടോ? നമ്മൾ ഇങ്ങനെ ഇപ്പോൾ യൂസ് ചെയ്യേണ്ട കാര്യമില്ല. വി ഹാവ് ഓൾ ടൈപ്സ് ഓഫ് ടൂൾസ് മെയ്ഡ് ഓഫ് അയൺ ഓർ എനി ടൈപ്സ് ഓഫ് other tools we use. Then list 2 tasks that are performed by both men and women at present. Then list another 2 that are performed only by men, only by women, and 2 that are performed only by men. Compare your list with that of any 2 of your classmates. Do you notice any similarities and differences in your list? ആദ്യം എന്ത് ചെയ്യാം? സ്ത്രീകൾ ചെയ്യുന്ന ജോലികൾ എന്തൊക്കെയാണ്, പുരുഷന്മാർ ചെയ്യുന്ന ജോലികൾ എന്തൊക്കെയാണെന്ന് എന്ത് ചെയ്യണം? കോളം തിരിച്ചെഴുതിയിട്ട് അത് സ്ത്രീകൾക്ക് മാത്രമായിട്ട് മാറ്റി വെച്ചിരിക്കുന്ന ജോലി ഏതാണ്, പുരുഷന്മാർക്ക് മാത്രമായിട്ട് മാറ്റി വെച്ചിരിക്കുന്ന ജോലി ഏതാണെന്ന് നിങ്ങൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യണം? എഴുതണം. അത് എന്തെങ്കിലും സിമിലാരിറ്റീസോ ഡിഫറൻസസോ കാണുന്നെങ്കിൽ സിമിലാരിറ്റീസ് ഒരു കോളത്തിൽ എഴുതണം, ഡിഫറൻസസ് ഒരു കോളത്തിൽ എഴുതണം. ഓക്കെ.